I'm out here cleaning up my little yard. I ain't want to get flagged for bumping the Marvin Gaye. I just caught that anthology off of Amazon, so I'm out here cleaning up to the trouble, man. I got my little pals out there. You see them. Mostly sticks from, you know, that vine that was growing on the oak tree or whatever. But I got my pals. Got my little bucket I'm filling up. And this is coming together. It's been like this since the ants attacked me last time over there. But I don't think they out here no more. I put a bunch of fire ant stuff on them. But doing the same thing to this that I do to the little garden beds outside. Just stomp, 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 stomp. I'm wondering how much soil it's going to take to cover this up even after you pack it out. Probably still going to be plenty of soil I need. But, you know, I ain't got to do nothing until springtime later. All right, it's dirt been back here forever. That's what it looked like up under there. No man's land of things that grow, even in the darkness, in the night. Okay, no. But I remember I had this. So I said, since I got this packed in as good as it's going to be, around the edges it wouldn't pack in. And I realized it's gonna kick out because it's not secured at the bottom or anything like this. So it's going to always kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out. And I was just pressing it in there, but I kicked one of my screws out. So that's one of my retention screws for this little cardboard chicken wire thingy. But yeah, I'm just scooping the dirt out of there, in there, sifting it, sorting it, putting the big crumbles and the rocks and stuff in there. I'm still gonna use it, but I'm just gonna get a nice fine layer on top of the leaf mulch and stuff later. All right, well, the collection of dirt has dwindled. My rock selection has increased through the sifting of said dirt, leaves and clods. And this is what we got. Got a nice little thin layer. I learned that from watching the guys do the landscaping. Boy, that mulch be just thick enough to cover up the ground. I thought they'd be putting a thick layer down there. Nah, it's just like, just right there, right there. As long as you can't see that grain right there. That's how I'm finna treat this bag of garden soil and put it to rest for the season. Later. Well, and the beautiful things down in now. Crimson clover. These seeds are old. Italian clover, hardy annual that can grow to 36 inches tall with broad oval leaves. It's a cover crop. I bought it quite some time ago. Before I moved in, the plan was to put it outside the fence back there, as it says right there, outside the fence. But nah, I want something to grow here. Like I said, if I put in work, I want to see something pop. Anyway, we'll see if anything happened. They said less than 60, but we're gonna have some 20s and stuff. But like I said, with Arkansas weather doing what it does, it might work. We gonna see. You know, it's in there. I got a backup just in case it don't work. See you later. All right, materials check. Number 1, 6 of the curvature pieces. Looks 6-ish. Check. Number 4, 6 of the number 4s. 4, you got 6. The 3s, we got 2 bundles of 6 of the 3s right there. We got 6 of the E's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 6 of the H's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got 1 of the J's. Got the K. We got some L's. Hold on. Where the L's at? Must be in here with K. Well, that's a real shame. I didn't understand the graphic. I thought I was looking at a bracket with slots in it. Those are our screws. We got that right there. 12 plus 1. Okay, we got this. I didn't feel nothing else in there with K. I was like, oh no. And we got 6 of the spikes, and we got 1S, which is our wrench, and away we go. Whoopsie daisies. You know, I connected too many of the 3s to the E's, so I'm disconnecting 3s from the E's and proceeding on. See how I got that double linked up by itself? Not how that goes. They're supposed to connect to each other, and the 3s come in later on down the line. I mean, they're right there. It's only 6 3s, 6 E's. Wasn't paying attention. Man. Alright, I was sticking them all together, and this little button got stuck up in there because you had to kind of cinch it up tight to bring it all together. But that's why you keep your little knife on you. I don't know why everybody try to call you a criminal because you want to keep you something sharp on you, but that's what you need in the world. Sometimes you need a little knife. Quit crying about it. You're going to wish you had one when you need it. Whether you're scraping fluff off of a cozy fleece or you trying to get somebody to give you some peace. I'm just saying. Bye. All right. Next up on the MIC, I got to link these H's with that number 3. I got the H's and the 3s doing what they do. Got the 1s linked up. Now it's time to go into the land of the J. A little circular piece right there and all the screws. I'll get back to you when we got a gazebo frame. We're going to throw that thing on the side and slide the tarp on there and see what it do. Later. They had me out there thinking I missed one of the nuts. It was +1. What is over there? All right, +1, +1, just in case you dropped one and couldn't find it, I guess. Sometimes there are actual extra parts. I watched that video about this dude like rebuilding the engine or something like that, and he had his little torque manual, and you do left and right and this and that. Every time I got to do something like this now, I go opposite, this, that, like I'm a professional. All right, we got the little igloo coming together. That's when I busted my head open on the little igloo that used to be at the playground in elementary school. And push them in there and see, look. Can you see? Can you focus in on it? Trying to show it. Yeah, you see how it's not actually solid like those little buttons that you usually see like that. But it's coming together. Been rotating it and moving it. I probably need both hands for it, so we're gonna tarp it up. All right, got the thing on there. I already ripped it. It was at a seam though. It's it should be enough room in here for the fellers out there. You know, fellers, pineapple and mango and all. That's why I got it. Oh, so they just won't be in here weird. I still ain't put it where it need to go yet. I just got the little tarp on. And I ripped it right there, so I'm finna go get something to patch that up with very quickly, and then get back to trying to set it up. Yeah, I had to bring me some. I was back here smoking a cigarette, and I was like, yeah, smoke back here, and the dry stuff, the dry tinder. Bring my light. This stuff been back here for quite some time. All right, I'm looking. Let me check for freeness. Oh yeah, we free. See if we can drag. All right, we free. All right, let's go back in and see if we can drag without disruption. Then we'll come back and get that. That might be useful for something. We're gonna let this sit where it is. It ain't gonna fit in there no way. But this was part of the little plan to collect these and use them inside of the greenhouse. All right, we looking. Hey, Are we locked in? All right, finna drag and go. All right, I'm thinking I'm finna learn how to use Bondo, because I just noticed those holes in there, and this one doesn't have any holes in it, but that one has got one, but it probably won't be too much. I'm glad it's metal and not wood. I thought it was wood once I walked up on it. I never did really get too close. I just cleaned the little, garage out and kept it moving. But I think this will work as shelves. I was thinking about cutting them off halfway, but I see if I want to do that, it's not going to be necessary. They're not super connected or whatever. Gee, I might have to, I bought some spray paint to zhuzh them up a little bit, but I have to get into all of that probably tomorrow. That's been like okay. All right, I got one of them taken apart. It was only 2 replacement screws, and they the same screws. This piece came out of one of them. I was in Walmart last night because I already knew I had a plan of what I wanted to get up and do, like, for the little off days plus Thanksgiving. And I got, first I got a different kind of green, like an apple green. And then I saw this, weather resistant, rust preventive. I was like, yeah, well, you got to do that. And I got that because I wanted, I want some unnatural colors in there. And then that way, if something that's natural moving around that I don't want to naturally mess with, I can get my natural up out the way. Yeah. The B part goes that way. And the A part goes that way, because you probably had to put it in there like that because the screws go a certain way. All right, so make sure you put that in there, put it back together. That's why I'm gonna leave the other one up, and then that way if I run into any confusion, I have one as a reference. I'm not mechanically inclined, but I can follow instructions, pretty well for the most part. This is the only one of the legs that's got a little issue. I ain't gonna worry about it because it was stable and sturdy when the parts were on there. And like I said, I might look into Bondo and I might not, because my idea was to bury like one of the shelves into the ground. All right, okay, so here we go. So they got all of these corners on there, right? And so you're supposed to leave the flaps out, the corners out. So I was thinking, I was like, I don't know what size those shelves are, but to, put them on one or either side, and then dig a hole, bury it in the ground, and put at least one shelf in the ground and then tie it off to that, as well as tying it off, to this right here. And then that way I felt like, if the wind comes, it'll create more stability, right? So that's what I was thinking. And I think I got another night, so which it should be, it should be enough time to go ahead and get it together, get it positioned. This is the general area where it's going to be. I might try to work on that little stump down there a little bit more, but I've been watching the light in the, like in the wintertime, and it gets a good amount of light. Now, when it goes to the other side of the garage, I said, well, I could just take the, it's got like a little film up there or something, and it'll get a little bit, but biomass is probably going to be my friend. And just, blocking out the wind. And after I bury the things, digging up a little bit and maybe burying the flap. I don't know how long this plastic is supposed to last. I already know that it is sensitive at the seams, but for the most part, it seems like it's going to be pretty strong. So I don't know. But I'm about to run out of daylight, and that is the plan. And then after I get everything, down up in there, I'll stake it down and put your buddy and them in there, old pineapple, them aloe veras, and my boy Mango over there. So, let me do the last of the stuff that I think that's it. Because like I said, I'm going to keep that put together until tomorrow. I still might need to look up some Bondo. I got JB Weld in there, though. But I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if they have Bondo that's fireproof. I have to go inside and Google that, because I do got holes in there, which is probably not that bad. But, there will be another place where embers can fall. I just need to be mindful of it. But I usually wet down the area wherever I'm gonna be burning at anyway. So, but I just be mindful of that. It might not be that serious, and then I can avoid it by putting the raggedy shelf at the bottom when I take it apart, put it back together after painting it and stuff. And that won't be a problem. And this looks to be the worst shelf, at least underneath. And then, you know, scrape all of that contact paper off of there and hit it with that anti-rust Rust-Oleum, and yeah, move around. I got 3 cans. Hopefully that's enough to get it you know, 2 coats. 2 coats on everything, so hopefully that's enough. If not, I guess I have to go back to Walmart. But other than that, yeah. And my plan was to like spray that on something and then like get a sponge and kind of dabble it around. But I don't know, maybe I'll do these in the bright green, you know, the legs, and that in the bright green, or maybe I'll put bright green underneath. I don't know. Boy, I thought you was in the house for a minute. You need to get off that dope. Squirrel them be on that stuff, man. It's jumping from limb to limb. That's why this thing ain't nothing but a highway for baby raccoons and squirrel and them. Don't nothing hang out up there. I saw a blue jay go up there. He didn't even really want nothing. Look at him, up there on that stuff. Boy, squirrel and them need to get off that stuff. But anyway, about to be the end of the daylight. Later.